Everyone should be familiar with the Ryerson Library, located in the Podium Building, designed as a space for students to study, research, and collaborate with each other for projects and to obtain resources. It is an important environment on campus that should be easily accessible to everyone. We have chosen the entrance to the library, located on the second floor, because it is a common pathway for all Ryerson students. This is a high-density environment that should be well designed, benefiting everyone. Ultimately, the design does facilitate its purpose. The entrance is the most public space, with private rooms located adjacent to the building's shell. The entrance flows onto the elevators and reception desks, and computers are visible, as are the information desks. The private study rooms are pushed towards the exterior, where there is less noise bouncing around. The single-direction entrance and exit door promotes positive flow, so there are not clashes for library patrons coming into or leaving the space. In contrast to these positive aspects, there are a number of shortcomings that make using and accessing the library a tedious task. Firstly, the library is situated in a difficult location to find and access, being on the second floor and access through a different building combined to a confusing experience for anyone's first visit. The entrance and exit doors are heavy and are visual and psychological barriers to access. This is also a problem with accessibility, especially that the button to open the door is positioned in a far corner, making it difficult for those with a disability or those that may have trouble physically opening the door. In addition to the heavy doors, there are both handles and metal panels indicating only a push is necessary to open the door. Including both of these can cause confusion, further making it difficult to enter the library space. To broadly categorize these problems, we would place it under access and wayfinding. For these problems, we would suggest that direct access from street level be provided from Victoria Street. It would facilitate easier access for library patrons. This would also mark the library as a visible landmark, drawing casual guests from the street. The doors at the entrance to the library should also be removed for ease of access. The electronic barriers placed to deter theft should be sufficient. Introducing these changes would make access to the library not a painful task that is put off into the last moment, but something that could be part of a weekly routine. Also changing the view of the library as an institution, but also as a community space that is thoroughly inclusive. Finally, signage directing people to the library should be improved. What little signage there is on the approach is either too small to see or inaccurate relative to the entrance and exit points. Brighter or more visible signage will be a start. Both outside and inside the library would facilitate a less stressful experience for the users. Perhaps an entrance wall with a large, easy-to-see sign that allows users with just a quick glance to determine where they should go would reduce both traffic and stress. Again, there are enough difficulties that we have to deal with in our daily activities. Adjusting the wayfinding from a strenuous task to simply reaction would reduce the stress of utilizing the library. We feel that there are many avenues for change, but these initial steps that affect users the most will be the ones that will reduce the burden the most, making for a more enjoyable experience.